Good afternoon, Mr. Shella.
Good afternoon, Deborah. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. We're here from the Lorette Media Squad, and we're here to ask you some questions about the recent JAMB UTME glitch. So, how confident are you in the Nigerian education system? And do you think it needs reform?
Well, okay. Talking about the technical glitch that we had with the JAMB, well, I think from all that has happened is an innocent mistake, and I won't want to also crucify the man in charge. Okay, I won't also want to crucify him. We are all not above mistake. Anybody can make mistake, commit error, but he has been able to come out strong and bold and prove himself worthy of the office by taking the steps he has taken. Okay, yes, there was an error, there was a mistake, or let me call it human error or technical error. And the fine thing about it is that JAMB has taken the bull, okay, by the horn to address the situation, and I think that's a good one. Okay, so we have our shortcomings, you know. We are not there yet. We are not, even as a country, we are not there yet. We are trying to improve, but overall, I think we will get there definitely. Okay. And regarding the educational system, well, I have come through the same Nigerian educational system, and I think there's nothing bad about our educational system if only the government or the officials in charge can properly execute. Okay, we have a fine curriculum which I'm a product of, and I can tell you my educational background is sound. Okay, and that's where where I am today as an educationist. So the challenges are numerous, and majorly if our government officials can properly execute educational policies, I think we will do fine. We will do great as a country. That's it.
Okay, sir. Sir, do you believe the glitch was an isolated incident or part of a larger problem with Nigerian examination systems?
Well, I don't think it's an isolated problem. I don't think so. It could have happened to any part of the country, and it could have happened anywhere. But it happened to the southeast. So I believe it's I want to believe it's not intentional, actually. I want to believe it's not intentional, and I also want to say that it could have happened to anywhere, any part of the country. Okay, I think it's just a mistake or an error. It could also be human error or whatever we might decide to call it, but it's okay. We have gone past that now. The board has come up and has decided to resolve the situations, and they've taken steps that everybody can actually applaud. Ordinarily, when you miss your JAMB date examination, you can't rewrite. You have to wait another year. But the board has taken serious measures to cover up for all these liabilities that came up as a result of the glitch. And I think for now we are all happy. The teachers are happy. The candidates are happy. Okay, and I think that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, sir, what step do you think JAMB should take to prevent similar issues in the future?
Okay, I think what JAMB can do to prevent similar issue is to run a background check. Okay, I won't want to say they also didn't do that before the exam started, but I think what JAMB should do is continuously run a background check on their system. Even while the exam is going on, there's no harm in doing that. The exam runs through days, maybe 5 days, 6 days. At the end of each day, you can run a background check on your system to detect if there's any issue or any problem. We don't need to wait till we are done with the exams and the result is released. Then I also want to say that JAMB should not be quick to release result next time. They should take their time. Everything they did after the glitch was what they were supposed to do before releasing the result, getting specialists, okay, to look into the system, to analyze the result and all that. they should have done a whole lot of that and be sure that the results are certain and accurate before releasing the results. So I think they were in a hurry to release the results. Okay, they released it too quick and too soon, and that's why we had the challenges and problems. So JAMB should take time next time, review the result properly, get specialists involved in the field, data analysts, statistical professionals and the likes of them. They should look at that, and also system wise. Okay, they should look at this holistically before going ahead to release the results subsequently. I think that would be a good move.
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you for your time and thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
All right, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chuks.
Good afternoon.
I'm Divine from the Life Media Squad.
Nice to meet you.
And we are gathering opinions on the JAMB UTME glitch.
Okay.
How confident are you in the Nigerian educational system, and do you think it needs reform?
Sincerely speaking, I am not very proud of the current state of the education system of the country, but I strongly believe that reformation and restructuring can bring about the change that we all look forward to.
Were you or someone you know affected by the JAMB UTME glitch?
Yes. A friend of mine, a neighbor, the last year JAMB he had 250, and this year he had 150. But the good news is that he did the receipts, and he had 267.
How do you rate JAMB's response so far to the glitch?
So far so good. I want to commend the JAMB administrator, Professor Ishak, for being sincere in admitting the errors. But then again, I personally feel that the option for reform was too early. The time given to the candidates to prepare for the receipting, and also I feel that it was a biased decision because so many persons were affected and never had the chance to receipt for the exam.
Do you think the glitch will lead to increased scrutiny in Nigeria's educational institutions?
Definitely. We find ourselves in a climb where medicine after death is the order of the day. So definitely it is going to lead to that.
Thank you, Mr. Tricks,
Thank you very much, Divine. Thank you. Thanks for this.
Hello, good afternoon, Sonia. How are you doing? The Nigerian education system, I've never been confident about it. Let me just be truthful. You know, I, as a person, I didn't do my secondary or education in Nigeria. I didn't study in Nigeria. So coming back to Nigeria, seeing the way things are being done, I have a lot of clauses about it, plenty loopholes, especially JAMB. Not to talk of what happened this year. The results, the way the results came out, the scores of the students, the differences at different times. For example, you check your score in the morning, you see 218, and maybe in the afternoon or in the evening or the following day, you see another score. That shows that there is a problem somewhere. Beginning from the engineers, in fact the whole system needs a reformation, let me put it like that.
Do you think the JAMB UTME glitch reflects on the broader challenges facing Nigeria's education system?
The challenges has been there for a long time. The JAMB UTME, it is kind of, how will I put it, showcased the problem in a broader view. Not just showcased it, it confirmed that the educational system needs a total, not just reform, overhauling, changing everything, following a new strategy, coming up with a new strategy. Because the results, I don't know how, if they can manage the results, if they can manage the JAMB UTME and it is like that, it shows that there is a lot of problem.
Do you think there should be an investigation into the cause of the glitch and accountability for those responsible?
Sure. And an investigation should be done. And those who are involved should be punished. Yes, somebody should be held accountable. It's even going like this. It's even going this way. If you read through the news these days, it looks as if it's even getting tribal. I don't know how I can put it. Some people were saying that most of the students that had those issues were from the southeast. So you can see it's now beginning to look more political than what we thought of. And from the way you look at it now, the results are out. The scores are, the difference in the scores is much, so it's funny. Let me put it like it's looking funny. It's funny. It's looking as if they were compensated. There was a kind of compensation. Yes.
Okay, what message do you think JAMB should convey to students and parents affected by the glitch?
Well, for now we can't be talking about affected since many students were asked to rewrite. They have rewritten, their results are out. Some did extremely well. For example, those who got 186, some came out with 268, 278. So somehow JAMB kind of pacified the students and the parents, maybe making them to keep quiet. But they shouldn't keep quiet. The government should not keep quiet. The ministry should not keep quiet. They should go to the root of the matter and know what went wrong. If actually it is political and tribal. You get. I know from the parents' own end, if their children did well, they will just go cold about it. After my child has done well, it's just very few parents that will come out and say the system needs to be reformed. Something needs to be done about it. Somebody needs to be held accountable. It's not every parent. So it's not every Nigerian that will now think towards that direction. As long as his or her child's result came out well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ega, for sharing your thoughts.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dennis.
Good afternoon.
I'm Sharon from the Laureate Media Squad. Would love to hear your thoughts on the JAMB UTME glitch. Can we ask you a few questions?
No problem. Go ahead, please.
How confident are you in the Nigerian education system, and do you think it needs reform?
The education system in Nigeria, it's I don't know what to say about it because presently it's a big mess. I can imagine we're writing an exam and you have situations where some students will have incomplete questions. You also have situations where some student system will go off before the timing. You also have a situation where even the JAMB registrar, he knows he really messed up. That was why while he was making his interview, we noticed he burst into tears. So the confidence is so down in the educational system. But we hope we'll be able to work on that.
What do you think is the most significant consequence of the JAMB UTME glitch for students?
It has a major problem and major consequence to the entire nation at large, especially when it comes to students getting admission into the university. It's obvious that we're going to have half-baked students because the brilliant ones had issues with their JAMB. It was noticed that even after the rewrite, most students that got 150, 140, they were able to scale 300, 280, 290. So imagine we didn't have a receipt. What would have happened? The students would have been defranchised from getting to the university. And that would have been a major problem to the Nigerian economy.
Do you believe the JAMB registrar's admission of the glitch is a step in the right direction towards resolving the issue?
At least accepting error, it's my fault, is a very good one. Because if he doesn't, there's nothing to do about it, but he has accepted, and I believe he's going to work towards correcting it happening in the nearest future.
Okay, how can JAMB regain the trust of students and parents after this incident?
The only thing they have to do is to try and be more consistent in their approach towards their exams and try and make sure that it doesn't reoccur, because this particular incident actually took away confidence from them. Most Nigerians felt JAMB are not reliable, but they can work on that and become who they've always been.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Engineer Francis. My name is Monday Success Anwa from the Lawyer Film Medium Squad. We are asking questions about the last JAMB results. Can we ask you some questions?
Okay, go ahead.
Were you or someone you know directly affected by the JAMB UTME glitch?
Sure, a number of people I knew were affected.
How did it impact you?
Pardon?
How did it impact you?
Impact me or
Yes.
what? That's how we see it. JAMB themselves have told us that it was a technical glitch, so we take it like that. And the head of JAMB registrar had come out to apologize and own up and taking responsibility of the so-called glitch. So what do we do? Forgive me.
How do you rate JAMB's response to the glitches so far?
Well, their response somehow was proactive. Only that I feel that personally, I feel that JAMB itself have outlived its usefulness, and we should look at it in that light, that JAMB has outlived its usefulness, and therefore that's my personal belief anyway, that they should stop being the pathway to gaining admission to Nigerian universities, and probably other measures should be employed for students to be able to have access to higher education apart from through JAMB.
Do you think the glitches will lead to increased security of Nigerian educational institutions?
Increase what?
Increased security.
Security. Well, I'm not sure I understand quite well what you mean by increased security. Whether the glitch will lead to increased security. Probably you are talking about the security of their cyber infrastructure or something like that. Is that what you mean?
Yes, yes.
Well, I hope so. Because JAMB themselves have been around for a number of years, and they've been in the business of conducting this exam. So, and if there's a glitch, theirs is to go and sit down, do forensic analysis, and determine what led to the glitch, and probably try to find something to do about it to forestall future occurrences of such a so-called glitch. So, well, I hope so.
Thank you very much for your time.
It's a
Really
pleasure.
appreciate.
Thank you.